have this screen, and let me insert our AutoCAD drawing. So for that, I will go with this file and import option, and link AutoCAD option is there. So I can go to this link add, and there I'll choose. So for that, I have this in my desktop. This I'll open it, and then you'll just wait for it so that all the options appear there. And suppose you want to uh, work with the same scale, so for that you go with this rescale option and click on OK. That file. Okay, go with this rescale option, and incoming file unit is centimeter. With that, it will scale over there. Okay, and if you don't want to rescale it, so according to that same unit, you will get it. So what happened that this unit setup is there. So in this unit setup, this is millimeters. So according to that, in this unit it will scale. All right, so that's why we have selected this rescale option there, and the file doesn't exist, but the file exists. Yes, the file is there. Okay, let me see. So you go with this rescale option, and then you can specify the exact unit of that file. So that is centimeter, I know. And there is this file name is there. And what is preset? So we have some presets. So now you can go to this preset if you want to modify that presets. So we have some settings. So DWG, which preset is there? DWG file saved from AutoCAD. So I'll choose this, and if I need to modify the settings, so I can modify some settings over there. So suppose if I'm importing any 3D AutoCAD file, so for that if I need to place light from the AutoCAD, if I'm taking any light, so I can choose that. Views and cameras if I need, UCS if I need, and if I need to place with the proper curve steps, so that I can increase maximum surface deviation for 3D solids, surface. So that for that I can get smooth solid surface, so that I can change. But here I'm importing 2D file, so I don't need to change it. So with this default, I will go with this. So I'll choose this, attach this file. Okay, and you can choose with the select layers to include, so that you can go if there is any particular layer you want to include, so go with the select layers and there you choose it. Okay, now I'm closing this. This is all done. I'm going to maximize the screen. I hope you all can you can see the screen. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will create with line. Okay, here you have to create lines again, and with the snap points, S is the shortcut, snap toggle. Go with this vertex option, and there you connect all these lines. So for this, when there is window, so create segment for that window also. Okay, so that when you will extrude, you will get those edges. Okay, so this way you can also create your 2D lines. You have to do this. So backspace is there. So it will snap all the vertex.
So can we do it by rectangle also?
Yeah, we can do that with the rectangles. We can do that, but here we have some different shape, not proper rectangle. So that's why I'm going with line. You can you want to extrude this column separately. So there you can specify with rectangle. So for quick demonstration, I'm going like this. Uh, Sorry for the interruption. Guys, you can see the screen, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you. All right. So I faced one, I faced some errors. Okay, so let me go, let me complete this quickly.
Sir,
A
is
minute,
there any
space.
option to take these lines automatically?
No, there is nothing like that. So I'm going to show you with this small part, and the same way you can do for all this part. And then what you can do is again go with this file, and there we have this import and link AutoCAD option is there. Sorry, just a minute. Yes, you go with this reference, as because already we have done the link AutoCAD and already is linked, and now you have to go with this manage link option. Okay, now after this the files is already there, and if I need to reattach with a new file, so I'll go with this attach, and this file I'll choose it. So this file is right now attached there. Okay, so now what I'll do, I can detach this. Okay, after creating this I can detach. All right, so and then after this, if you want to convert it as a editable poly, so you can convert it to editable poly, and then you choose the polygon. This is the polygon, and you go with extrude option, and you give it height that you can do. This way you can create. All right, or else what you can do is, we have this, we have some walls is there. Okay, so for that we have this AEC extended. AEC, our architecture, engineering, and construction objects are there, like wall, railing, and foliage. These options are there, and we have doors also to place our doors. Windows are there, stairs are there. Okay, so we have these four different type of stairs available. So let me go in this AC extended and wall. So guys, you have completed your AutoCAD class in AutoCAD 3D. You have completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so have you seen poly solid option in AutoCAD?
No.
Okay, so it's like the same, the polysolid, how it works. So here I'm showing you the way you can create in AutoCAD with the polysolid the same way. So for that you have to specify the width. Okay, so you have to know what is the width over there. Okay, so that you will know, obviously you will know. Suppose you don't know, right? Here you don't know, so for that how you can check it? All right, so for that let me go with this. this helper option is there. So helper, we have this tape option available. This tape can measure. So for that, I will click over there and I will hold the click and I will drag up to this point and I will release, and it will show you that this is sorry, this is the length, that is 125.016. It's showing the length, right? So that how you can measure. All right, and now after this you have to delete this tape. You have to delete it. Now go for this create sorry, geometry, go with this wall, and then you have to specify your width. What will be the width? So that is 125, right? 125. And what will be the height? Like 2900. Okay, and what will be the justification? Means with which point of your wall you want to place, right? So guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Your video is
Now
lagging.
it's your screen is
uh
lagging.
Screen is very much lagging, sir.
is it okay
Same
now?
for me.
Is it okay now? I'm zooming in and zooming out. Can you
Yes,
see it
sir.
properly?
It's okay
Okay.
now.
Yes, it's okay now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, so let me show you this wall. So I have this center line, so I can go with this justification center. So let me show you. So see, I'm specifying the first point that is center. Now I'm getting this line and I'll specify this center. So for better visualization, you can change it to wireframe so that you can easily visualize, right? Let's place from this point to this point, and if you want to continue from here you can continue, but it will not be continued from here, so I will right click and again I will. So if I justify with this left point, so for that I have to specify this left point. Okay, see, this will be the left, so for that I'll specify this point, so that will be the left point for this. Okay, so that you can go with, and for here I think, okay, that is the same left point, and go with this point, and you can specify with center, as because the center line is given. Okay, with alt and your scroll button you can tumble the view. All right, let me show with this. And there you can create with a box. Go to standard primitives, the box you can create with. You can copy this as well. So with this vertex is on, and go with this W, holding the shift button, copy, and you place it over there. So the line is copied. I don't need line to be copied. I'll select this, and with this snap toggle, I'll choose this snap point. So with holding the shift button, I will make a copy of this, and I'll place over there. Click OK. I'll make copy. Okay, and this way you can create the duplicate. All right, now what you can do, you can place one box over there, or else what you can do is like you can do that, you can make a continuous, you can make a continuous wall over there. You can make continuous wall instead of this broken wall. So for that, AC extended is there, go to wall, and with the center, snap toggle is on. Go with this, right? Enter.
Sir, is there any option like match property, like in AutoCAD?
No, match properties is not there because right now we don't have that any material over there or anything, so that we cannot.
Not even for the parameters. If the wall we need to.
Wall, go complete it.
Yeah, for the parameters, I was asking the match property thing. If I want to have the
Actually,
same height
create
or
similar
length,
like option. I want to know. Create similar like option. Is there?
Yes, no, 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 that's not available.
Oh,
Okay, so that you can create a continuous wall over there, and then the pro boolean option is available there. So you go with this box, and give it a height. Okay, and then you can go for the pro boolean with this compound objects, this pro boolean, and the subtraction is there, and you go with this start picking, and this is the object I have picked, and you can check with default setting. So this will not work because this is the AEC extended object. So for that, if you need to create pro boolean, so for that you have to create this with box, simple box you have to create with box. Okay, otherwise what you can do is like you can convert this into editable poly, that you can do, and then you can create the edges, and then from that you can create, yesterday I have shown, so that way I can convert this wall into editable poly, and then I can change it. Okay, or else what I can do is like I can simply place the door, this door is there. Okay, so let me show you the door outside there, and then later we will place it. So this pivot door is there. So you have to go with this width first, and then you specify the depth. Okay, and then you give it a height. All right, then you give it a height. And here we have this opening. You can specify how much opening will be there. You can change the width after that as well. Okay, and suppose you need to change this, you can flip the swing. Okay, if there is double doors, so you can specify double doors. You can flip the hinge this side. All right, so that you can do. And this is the leaf, so that thickness you can change. Okay, that thickness you can change with this leaf parameters. All right, so this is about same like that you can create with sliding. So first you provide the depth over there, and then oh sorry, no, first you specify the width and then depth and then you height. Okay, and here you can create the opening as a sliding door, and this is your bifold. So first you same create the width first, then the depth you specify, then the height. Okay, and here also you can specify the. Okay, so which one you require, so according to that you can specify. You can place your right door. So for that, let me go with this wireframe override. So here we will specify. So you can go with this snap toggle, so that you can specify the snap toggle. So specify this point and then go with the width you will specify, and then this will be the depth. Okay, then you will go with the height. Okay, so height you can specify with the mouse as well, or else you can go with this over there as well. You can specify like 2100. Sorry, 2100. Enter. Okay, and come back to default shading. So that will be like closed, so opening will be 0. That you can place like that after creating the cavity. Okay, so this way we can create 3D from our AutoCAD 2D drawing. Now after that we will place camera. So for that we have a separate tab for camera, creating camera. So we have this camera, and we have two kind of camera is there, that is target and free. And in this physical camera, so you can convert it into targeted. If this targeted is checked, then this will work as like target, and if you don't check it, so it will work like a normal free camera. Okay, so what is the difference between a targeted camera? So if I give you an example that you place your camera on tripod, so that will work like a targeted camera. Means the position is fixed and it will target one object and you will get the view. So that is your targeted camera. And free camera is when you hold the camera with your hand and you will freely move it. There is no such target. So that is the example. So let's go with this targeted. And physical camera is like this same kind of properties you will get, like you get it for your normal camera. So that kind of properties is available there. So let me show you this target. So you place one camera. Okay, place one camera. So for that, let me place on the midpoint. So go with this midpoint. Okay, I have placed this camera, and which one will be the direction. So let me place over there. So this is the target. This target is fixed. Okay, so now if I move the camera, so target will be fixed. I can move the camera. If I move the target, then camera will be fixed. Camera position will be fixed. Okay, so for if you want to move the target, so select the target and you can move it. All right, so I'm not moving the target. If I'm trying to move the camera, so then you can move the camera. Okay, the target will be fixed, and you go for this modifier, and there you'll find out all the properties. So here you see the lens is there, and the field of view is there, FOV, that is field of view. Okay, so field of view is your observation area, the total observation angle or the total observation area is called your FOV. And what is the lens? So we have some stock lens are there, so this lens are set. Okay, so you can choose. All right, you can choose from this presettings. Okay, and you select according to that, you will get the field of view. Okay, and suppose you don't want this stock lenses or the presettings, you need according to your settings, so that you can change it from here. Okay, now we have this targeted camera, and you can again convert it into free camera as well. See, it has been changed to free camera, and the target is no more. So we can choose the target camera if we need to see it. And then one more thing is there, environment range. Environment range is there, like suppose if there is any environment, any background is there. So if this environment range is not available, so you will not get proper environment background. Like suppose you want up to that range, if there is some range you can set with this environment range. Okay, so for that you can show it. See, this is the camera, but it will you will get the background up to this range. You'll get a background up to this range. So there is some near range, so for that you can create one near range option is there. So that option uh, you can get. Next is your this far range. This far range is there, so you can change this near range. So near range start from this. Okay, so from this is the 0, this is the near range, and then it will start increasing from there. Okay, and then we have one more thing, that is your multi-pass effect. So if you enable that, so there we also have one more option, that is motion blur. So when we have the motion, so we can blur the motion. Like suppose you have one vehicle moving nearby your project, so that you want to show that it is a moving object and you have taken the still image, so that you can go with. So that part I will cover when I will create walkthrough and animation, that I will show there. So this is how we can place the camera, and I don't need this environment range, and the other things are all okay. And after placing this, what I'll do, I'll change this view from the default camera to our camera, that is camera 1. So for this, go to this view, and this camera is there, and you can choose this camera 001. or else we have the shortcut that is C. C is the shortcut for camera view. Right now we are getting the camera view. Okay. So again, if you go to perspective P and got this. Now if you want to change the position, you can change it and again press C, so you come to camera, again press P for perspective. Now you see this is the, and you can, if you move this and then come back to C, and this is the camera view. All right, so this how we will place our camera after creating our project. Why we set our camera? Because in a particular angle we will see our project, from a particular angle we will see our project and we will get the better view. So always render with camera, never ever render the normal perspective view after setting from any angle. Because why? Because in this perspective view you will work, right? Suppose after choosing the right position, the right view for your project, you will render, but after some rendering or some part, suppose there are some change required from your client, so you have to work in this perspective view. So for that you have to change the view, you have to move it like inside you want to, so you will not get back the same exact same view, you will not get back. So for that always choose camera for your rendering. All right, so that is how we will work. Okay, so that is for today. Is there any question you can ask me?